Well, it has been over 2 years since Shadow Empire has been released. I'm very happy with where it is right now. I've been doing a lot of patching over the last 2 years, and this has repaired for sure many bugs, but it has also added many features. It also has improved the quality of life experience for the user interface a bit. And at the moment, I'm still working on patch number 11, which should come out relatively soon. At the moment, it's still an open beta. That's something that might be of interest to Shadow Empire players. Before Shadow Empire is upgraded to a new version, we already tested in open beta. And if you have either the Matrix or the Steam version, you can join the open beta before official patch takes place. That's sort of where Shadow Empire is right now. There's some relatively big news, actually. I'm going to, or we, if I include my publisher, we are going to release the first VR Designs DLC. So I'm quite curious how that's going to go. I think we have an interesting subject for this DLC. It's going to be oceans for Shadow Empire. And if you like, I can tell a bit more about this Oceans DLC, which we are very probably going to call Oceania. What always annoyed me with Shadow Empire was that there's a lot of people who liked it, and I like them too. Desert planets, planets with scarce water. But there's something, for me, there's something magical about planets, procedurally generated planets with actual continents. There's something about coastlines, islands, the shape of a world with more water that's just intrinsically pleasing. And basically, I chose the oceans feature, basically mostly for the feel. It really changes the feel of the game to start on a small continent, to have to explore outwards over the seas, to find new islands. It makes the game feel quite different to me, and in a good way. The thing is, I implemented these oceans with a focus on the actual oceans. So it is more of an oceans DLC than actually a naval DLC. I've introduced the concept of maritime trade houses. These are very much like the trade houses you might already know that do trade between the different zones in your empire and in your neighbors' empires. These trade houses are controlled by the AI, and so are the maritime trade houses. The difference is, of course, the maritime trade houses, they're based out on the open seas. Once the game starts, either they will approach you at some point or you will approach them, and you will be able to open a line of communications with them and start discussing maybe acquiring their services. This will be done in the manner of signing contracts. Examples of contracts are a transport contract, explorer contract, a port building contract. And especially the transport contract ties into the existing logistical systems. This DLC will include a number of new planet classes. First of all, the Gaia class planets. These are supposed to be very similar to yours. So maybe 40 to 70% of water, a number of big continents. And then there's also three others. There's the Fontes class, which is basically wetter. Imagine a planet with even more rain, more rainforests, swamps. It's water paradise. Then there's the Proteus class, which is drier than the Earth, but still has a lot of landmass. And the Thalassa class, which basically has fractured tectonic plates and or very many islands. These planets look more like the Pacific Ocean, for example. Very few large land masses and a lot of small islands. Of course, the already present random planet generator will now be opened up to include any percentage of sea surface on the planet being generated. So that's about everything I want to share at this moment about the upcoming Oceania patch. However, in the weeks and months to come, we will keep updating you on what's about to be released very soon.